What's going on? Zach from Stable Minded here. We're doing Stable Spotlight with Anna from Perena. Anna, thank you for coming here. I've been following along with you guys for a while, so I'm excited to talk with you in person.
And thank you for having me, Zach.
How's ETH Denver been going for you so far? How are the vibes? I'm sure this is, your 10th or something?
I just got here from Mountain Dow from Salt Lake City after spending a week with Solana builders. So this is a different vibe. Really appreciating how the different perspectives from EVM and other ecosystems are converging. And I think a lot of builders, although we build in different spheres, we are still achieving similar or wanting to achieve similar goals.
And so tell people, if they've never heard about Perena, talk to me more. I especially want to talk about your stablecoin. First, how do you say it? Do you say like USD Star?
USD Star.
USD Star. Yes. Tell people about USD Star, because in the sea of US dollar denominated stablecoins, I think you guys are doing something very different.
USD Star came from the math concept called numeraire. So this is also the name of our multi-token stable swap. USD Star is a LP token of USDC, USDT, and currently PiUSD. We're actually upgrading USD Star soon, so some alpha here that we'll be talking about a new version of USD Star that users will be seeing. But right now, you can use USD Star. It earns swap fees, so that's the source of yield. It's fully.
What's yield at? Have you checked it today?
I've not checked it today. It's a bit lower because of market conditions, but still it's sustainable because it doesn't rely on. It doesn't rely on external off-chain sources at the moment. And using USD Star, you can pair it with other stablecoins, or really you can pair it with anything to swap. And while you're swapping in another pool, you're still earning the fees from USD Star. So that way you kind of have like a hub and spoke model where the hub is USD Star and the spoke is like the other pools.
And do you work with anybody to issue USD Star? Do you have any good partners there?
So we don't issue with other people yet, but we will very soon.
Is there any place? I think you guys did a sweet demo with Braille on their demo day. So shout out to them. If you want to go learn more about Perena, definitely go watch that one. And I think you also have a great episode with the Solana Foundation, if I remember right.
Yeah. So I've done one with Austin Federa from Unvalidated, where we mostly talked about banking history and why the need of stablecoins.
It's a great episode. If you're a non-crypto stablecoin person, go watch that episode. I learned a ton from it. So Anna, though, you nailed it, though.
Thank you. That one's definitely more geared towards like the financial philosophers who want to learn more about stablecoins and crypto. Was just on Visa's Tokenized podcast as well, talking more about regulation and the future of stablecoins in that environment. So lots of content coming from us.
And watch out for probably an episode with Stable Minded in the future.
Where we talk about Braille
and
the
tokenizer guys and love what we're doing. So shout out to them as well. And so talk to me about the future. Like, why this hub and spoke model for stablecoins? What was the gap that you're looking at this and you're like, why does the Solana ecosystem need this? Or the broader even crypto ecosystem?
And to be clear, this is our MVP foray into building on DeFi, and how I've been thinking about it and I've been executing is our project we've never made a deck. Every fundraise has been a memo, a piece of paper, and here's our product. So that's kind of flows into our way of building as well. So we built the hub and spoke AMM, which is quite similar to Balancer and Curve in design, in a couple of months, wanting to launch and prove out the concept that Solana needs and has space for stable swap. But moving forward, I think the market structure for swapping stablecoins hasn't been much fully explored yet at all, and we're exploring other structures. So one of the things that's coming up is we're, as I mentioned, upgrading USD Star, but also introducing another token, a very interesting name as well, you'll see soon. That's also being used for swapping and trading. But moreover, I think the stable swapping environment and the entire industry hasn't evolved much since the days of AMMs. One interesting project I've seen recently is Fluid on EVM World, where they try to rehypothecate and basically add leverage to swaps to increase yield. Others, what I'm interested in are seeing if there can be derivatives on top of FX, which doesn't really exist on chain at all, or using limit order book types or even RFQs for swapping stablecoins.
And so where do you go next? Obviously, you have these products online. I mean, I would love to double click a little bit on your Petals program because, again, everybody loves points. Everybody loves Petals. You don't got to talk about anything like that. But I like the way that you've approached it. I mean, what's the inspiration there? I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of talk even when you're going through with investors, like, do we do this? Do we not? Like, we're a stablecoin.
No, we put it together in 1 week. We're like, oh, let's do points. So there are pros and cons to it. I think we got a ton of attention. We really stress test the product and found a lot of ways we can improve Numeraire using we call it season 0 because our product was in private beta at that time. Now we are gearing up towards season 1. So I think points are necessary. I think points are essential for growing a stablecoin in a very competitive market.
Well, I think you touched on a good point. Like, how do you quantify the value of one viral post? Not to mention 2 or 3, just from the simple having a points program. Like, what has that done for your marketing efforts?
A lot. Beyond our expectations. Because, like, my builder friends on Solana, many of them have been running points programs for months, and I thought it was kind of a given. I think coupled with our other efforts, it 10x amplified the number of users. We had 50,000 active wallets connect and interact with the protocol in less than 2 months. So it's done a lot.
Man, that's so exciting. I guess the biggest question is, so you're a Solana native person. You have a background with the Solana Foundation. Why are you at ETH Denver?
I've always been at ETH Denver. This is my 3rd ETH Denver. I think just like builders, you always want to know what the rest of the industry is doing. I personally am like a third culture person, like lived around the world. Just like how people want to move to different places to see how other people are living. I feel like building in one ecosystem, being siloed is not that great. You should come out and talk to people.
Who do you admire in the space right now outside of the Solana ecosystem?
Builder-wise, I really like what how M0 has been approaching building the money middleware layer. Apart from that, I think I like that Morpho is very lightweight. That they were one of the first ones, if I could call it like modular DeFi. They were not the first, but they were one of the best execution ones in terms of modular DeFi. In the stablecoin space, I've known the Angle Money guys for a while. I think what they're doing is really cool, although not a lot of, they're a team of engineers, so they don't spend a lot of time hyping themselves up, but if you check out the stuff they've built, it's a lot of stuff there, yeah.
Well, for anybody want to go down that rabbit hole, you got 3 great places to start. And so let's just leave them with any hot take, anything that you're super contrarian on, anything that you even heard that kind of this weekend you're like, I actually don't agree with that.
I think stablecoin landscape will be disrupted. A lot of people think that Tether and Circle will remain as the duopoly. I don't really think so. Ooh, my hot take is I like this. Tether will. Circle's facing a lot of competition. I know many people on the team, they're great, but the moat is not as strong as Tether. And I think that not only centralized US-based stablecoin issuers are competing, a lot of decentralized stablecoin issuers or protocols like Perena, like M0, like Angle, we're all going to be competing in this space. But the pie is growing at a rapid pace, so I hope people don't look at it as if like everybody's competing for the same pie, but rather everyone is growing the pie together. If you had, outside of USD Star, if you had to pick 3 that you think would maybe have a chance at one day flipping Circle, who would they be? Flipping, huh? So hard. Maybe not flipping, but let's say giving a run for their money. Agora, M0, because they're more like a network and a lot of them are white labeled, so M0. And I want to say the third one isn't here yet, like some bank stablecoin, bank or financial TradFi institutional stablecoin, or maybe Athena. Athena has a good shot. Oh, okay, there we go. You're here first. Well, Anna, it was great to meet you. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for coming to the Stable House, and we'll see you next time. Peace.